Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whenever you come across this video. Thank you so much for choosing to spend a little bit of time with me. I'm so grateful for every single one of you. I love you guys so much. Thank you for all the likes, shares, and subscribes. Everyone who's booking, making purchases off the website, pledges to the Patreon, sending things to the P.O. Box, purchases off the wish list, and tipping the Clarista. I love you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Sorry, I'm actually just multitasking right now and trying to choose a frame for the Patreon that is being published now. Okay, I'm back. Hi, hello. Hey, Misty. Hi, Irene. Hi, Sylvia. Hey, Marie. The Passover Loved One was a really good reading. I had no idea where it was going, but I do know that it was a good reading. And I really, yeah. So, thank you. I don't necessarily reach for those too often. It just came this morning. That energy showed up. And actually, there was somebody that had made a comment, Amanda, that had, lost her mother yesterday, I believe. And that's actually, I felt that. I felt that energy this morning. Somebody who had recently passed, so that makes sense. So let's all send some condolences to Amanda and her family and anyone else that's recently lost somebody or anyone grieving a passed over loved one or anything like that. We'll just send out some love because it's hard. That's hard. Even though we all know that death is, going to happen. It is inevitable. And this experience, it's really just a transition, right? And they really never leave. But it's still you still miss feeling their hug or their warm embrace or hearing their voice or, so anyways, hey Crystal. How is everyone today? Are we doing well? I hope so. Good. I'm so glad to hear it. I am so glad to hear. Hey, Jerissa. Jerissa? Is that how you say that correctly? I'm not sure. That song's been stuck in my head since then. Since I did that video. I should probably listen to it. Irene, what's your question, my darling? Maybe you're typing it and I'm being a little impatient. I do that sometimes. Thank you, Crystal. Hey, Renee. I feel like my specialties are healing messages and passed over loved ones. I love that, Brie. Yeah, Crystal, Zelle is still out of commission. I need to take it out of I think I took it out of the description box, but okay, so Irene, let's see, why is Irene called to the specific trip that's on her mind? Is it because she just likes to travel? Is there something that is there that, that there's something to offer there? Why is Irene being called to the trip or the location that may be a little bit out of her way? Let's see. Oh, we have the Ace of Pentacles because there's an opportunity there. Okay, so yeah, you're intuitively being guided here. Okay, there's there's an opportunity there, okay? There's a lot to take away, like things, because we have the Queen of Pentacles here as well. So whatever, it's like, you know, this trip is kind of, you know, this Ace of Pentacles, right? It looks like it's like a gift from the divine here. So I don't know if you're, you know, if you're feeling guided to go on this trip and maybe you're like, well, I don't know, you know, whatever it is that you need will manifest for sure. But yeah, your intuition is telling you like, hey, there's some sort of stability, some sort of happiness. It's almost like maybe an energy of feeling at home in some type of way, with especially with the Ace of Swords and the Nine of Cups. So yeah. Irene, did you hear what... Do I need to repeat myself, babe? I just looked up and saw your... It was strange. You want me to repeat it? Renee, you'll be right after this, babe. So basically, this, I feel like this trip is you're being intuitively, divinely guided to this trip. Okay, there's going to be a lot to take away from it. Okay, yeah, the first card was this Ace of Pentacles. But there's also too this. You know, your perception or something is going to change here. There's some sort of breakthrough that may happen that is going to, you know, and again, I don't know what this trip is, right? It feels like it is divinely led for sure. Good things. Good things. For sure. It will definitely be very beneficial, I think, because again, the energy of like having something to take away. Yeah, because there's something there for you, I think. Whatever it is, yeah. The Ace of Cups coming out. So I saw the Ace of Pentacles, the Ace of Swords, and the Ace of Cups. Yeah, I think you should go. I do. I really do. Actually, I know you should go. Hey, Ryan. All right, Renee, what's your question, my dear? You're very welcome. Thank you. The Patreon got a little spiritual. If anyone is a pledge over on Patreon, that reading was intense also. Both the readings that were put out today were real good, I feel like, and really kind of, I feel like, very informative, and yeah. Okay, what does Renee need to know at this time? Let us see. Let us see. What does Renee need to know? What does Renee need to know? Ooh. You know, I heard sitting pretty. This is a Nine of Cups, and I flipped it over, and immediately I heard sitting pretty. Okay, but then we have the Nine of Swords here. The Seven of Wands. The Eight of Swords. Renee, there may be somebody in your energy, okay? Yeah, the Sun card here with the, I usually am not drawn to the red flag, but there does seem to be, maybe there's some sort of red flag. I feel like this is a confirmation for you, okay? Yeah, the Six of Wands. Okay, here's what I feel. that there may be somebody in your energy that is still, it's like, I feel like you are showing up in this like sitting pretty type energy, right? Life may not be perfect, but I feel like you are in a better place than where you were, probably feeling better about yourself than you were. And it feels like there's somebody else who still has maybe some subconscious restrictions and things like that. And while that is no, there's no reason to hold that against anyone. I don't think that. I think that boundaries are important, because I also feel with this Nine of Cups and this Page of Cups with the Moon, okay, you're very empathic, Renee. So when it comes to that, I'm almost even getting a little like shape-shifty energy, where it's like you kind of hum them, okay? And that is a superpower, with, you know, as long as you are aware of it and you can control it, type of thing here. So there is somebody in your energy. So I feel like, and they are, you know, again, they have this subconscious like Nine of Swords, Eight of Swords energy, where it's like almost they still feel very restricted, very kind of stuck, very still almost like the victim, maybe not quite, but they feel stuck, or like their life is out of their hands, out of their control. You know what I mean? It's like that type of energy here. So whoever this is, Renee, I would definitely just make sure that you create some pretty heavy and serious boundaries with this person, right? Don't just keep your energetic doors open, right? Like, you know, you kind of control the flow with this situation. Again, somebody's mindset and their programming and where they are consciously isn't a reason to, like, you know, there's no reason to hold that against somebody, but it is a reason to protect yourself, because you are very empathically and intuitively sensitive, okay? So if you've been having these kind of like thoughts, right, that maybe are a little restrictive and stuff like that, honestly, Renee, I do feel like this is a confirmation. Hold on, it's my daughter. Oh, okay. Just making sure she's all right. It's not you. Right? I mean, we probably like have lots of no, shouldn't say lots of things. You know, there's probably still maybe some subconscious programming that you're working through, but honestly, I see you in this Nine of Cups energy. But also, it kind of, like I said, it's like this spongy energy as well, you know? Yeah. Oh, I like that. Nice little synchronicity. Ooh, 7-Eleven. You know I love that. The sky is the limit. Don't you see me up there? Switching lanes faster, and then she switched subjects. Tell a bitch don't talk to me. And if you talking tooties, don't talk for free. Because I'm the type to let money talk for me. My flow is art unique. My flow can park a seat. By any means, and you just sardines. Sorry, guys. Goodness gracious. So do you know who the person is that that you need to create the boundaries with, my dear? My boss is doing some weird voodoo on me. I keep waking up and feeling her. Oh, weird, Rose. So definitely do some so I always keep this in mind. The only power a curse or anything like that has is the power that you give to it, right? And sometimes we can subconsciously give or unconsciously or whatever give power to it because it's able to attach to a wound or, some sort of lower vibrational energy that may still be lingering in our body, right? So make sure that you're, doing protection. When you feel her in your energy, tell her to get the out. She is not welcome here. Okay. Yeah, and let's see. Renee, I get that. I get that. So maybe I don't know if you're just friends with this person or, I think more boundaries are going to be necessary. Okay? Is what's coming through. It's funny you say that because there was something kind of similar. And you see how a bunch of things were going on or whatever, something kind of similar with my glasses happened. Hi, Nazarene. This is my channel. I love ya. Thank you for the support on the zodiac readings. You are not obligated to watch any of the other ones. If you want, you can only watch the zodiacs, and that's fine by me. But I listen to my guides, and so when they say we're bringing through some Passover loved one energy, that's what I'm going to do. When they're saying we're bringing through a collective message, that's what I'm going to do. And when it's time for the zodiacs, that's what I'm going to do. But you are not obligated to watch any other readings other than the ones that you want to. All right? Well, get it done, Rose, if you know what you need to do. Get it done. I know it's that's so easy for me to say, but I don't know what's going on in your life and things like that, or if there's any whatever, but I'm supporting you and I'm sending you all the energy that you need to do that. You're so welcome, Renee. Keep your eyes peeled. It'll come, okay? You're welcome, Rose. I love you. Peter, I used to have Super Chat, and now I have no idea how to set it back up. I'm being so real. It's I had it set up at one point, and for whatever reason, I stopped doing it. I don't know why. I feel like there was some people that talked me out of it. That was still when I was easily influenced by humans. But there was this energy. People were don't do the super chats. YouTube takes so much money from you, which is true. But it also restricts those of you who don't have Cash App or PayPal or Venmo. you know, from, if you want to give, from giving. And, you know, I've learned along the way, you know, I oftentimes think about, it's like, I know what it feels like to give to others, and, you know, to take that away is kind of rude. So I do apologize. I do apologize. I did not mean to take the gift of giving away from you, Peter. Sorry, sir. Yeah, I'll need to change that, won't I? Take all your what? Okay. I didn't know if you had any of those, because, you know, I don't know what countries have what. And so I didn't know if you guys had PayPal over there or any of that. I feel like Cash App and Venmo are pretty much just over here, huh? Are those little owls? What are those? Excuse me. Limited in that way. I feel like we all have our own, you know what I mean, depending on where we're at, our own limitations. You want to know one limitation that's here where I'm at is you have to have, there's only so many people in my little small town that are allowed to have their own chickens. You have to register them, and you have to get some sort of like certificate or approval or something. Isn't that crazy? I was like, yeah, I thought it was wild. I was like, what in the world? And I don't know what, I mean, yeah, I don't even see, yeah, whatever. They're chickens. Silly. Silly, though. Yeah, that just started, I think, like a year ago. Because I remember there was like, there was like something going on where there was like a town meeting, or, you know, whatever they call that. And to get a bunch of support, there was some people who have chickens or wanted chickens, obviously. And so to get a bunch of support from like the people in town, some people went out and they bought a bunch of these little rubber chickens. And it was just to like bring attention to the fact, like, this is what's happening, right? Like, and they put numbers on them, and then they created a Facebook page. And so it became like a town thing. They went out and they hid like, I don't know, it was like over 1,000 chickens, probably, little rubber chickens throughout town. And it was like this fun little thing of like, go find the chickens, and when you find one, you know, take a picture and put the number of the chicken on the Facebook page. And so that was fun, but that ended after the meeting. But yeah, I think there's only like, I don't remember how many people they said. I mean, our town is pretty small, but it's like over 3,000 people. And I think there's only like, you know, maybe a little more than 10 people allowed to have chickens or something like that. Maybe it's more than that, but I mean, and we're all pretty close together. It's not like everyone wants chickens, but that's silly, I think. But what do I know? I'm rambling. Not laying eggs. Cage and free range. My cousin also has chickens, and she trained her chickens to, so they free range, or they have like an extra runner that they go in. But when she says it's bedtime, she's trained her chickens to go back in the coop when she says, it's bedtime. How cool is that? Gotta love chickens, right? I love that they have their own little personalities. I love their little, like, run that they do. They're so cute. Hey, Flo, lovely. How are ya? We're just chatting about some chickens. Yes, we are. Dogs are great. Right? Did you mean? I don't know what dergs are. How are you? Oh, I gotcha. With barbecue sauce. Nice, Flo. I'm so glad to hear that. I'm not sure which one, but it doesn't necessarily matter. Oh, goodness. 12-12 might be significant. Oh man, Peter, I'm sorry to hear that. I hope you heal up quickly, or at least get back into a place where you can sleep. Enjoy your walk, though. Kayla, love, what's your question? Holy cow, Peter, that's crazy. It was 3:12. Hey, Dee. Okay. Is Kayla gonna live this life alone? Immediately I'm hearing no, but let's get some cards on it. Is Kayla going to live this life alone? No, yeah. Yeah, because we have the Four of Wands coming out here. Now, I see this is your current energy, the Seven of Pentacles, the Page of Cups, and the Four of Swords here, okay? There's some healing that's happening here, some reflection, tending to the garden, yeah, we have a King of Wands coming out. So there's somebody that's actually going to be very passionate for you. Yeah, with the Sun card. And the Fool, the Seven of Wands. Okay. I feel like this, like, Kayla, this tending to the garden of this reflection is kind of, there is something about, and it doesn't feel consciously, but it feels subconsciously about what it is that you feel you deserve in a partnership, in a connection, in a relationship, no matter what kind of dynamic that shows up here. And this is something that I feel like the divine is helping you to kind of put to rest, okay? Because I get the sense, Kayla, there's this energy where it's like, I feel like in past relationships, you've done most of the work, haven't you? And it's like this energy where you really care about somebody and you put in a lot of the effort, and maybe don't get too much back, right? Something like that. But that's a program and that's a belief that was formed, you know, when you were a child. You may have, there could be something, Kayla, like, I don't know what the dynamic was with your parents growing up, but maybe you struggled, like, you know, receiving their attention, right? You didn't struggle, but maybe they struggled having, like, the time or the emotional availability or the mental capacity to give you the attention and the, you know, like the nurturing and that kind of energy that you really deserved and needed as a child. And that's where I feel like it's like this energy where you may have kind of, as a child, maybe chased that a little. And I think that manifested as you got older of just a programming of this is how I show up in relationships, right? I do a lot of the work and I don't really get a lot back, but you know, it's like that type of thing here. The divine is helping you put this to rest. And there is somebody who will be very passionate and who will pour a lot into you here. Maybe a fire sign or just somebody very passionate about life. But Four of Wands, King of Wands, yeah. No, you're not meant to live this life alone. But you are also not to live this life with somebody who doesn't pour back into you, who doesn't give you what you deserve. Okay? Is that helpful, my dear? Good. Good, good, good. Yeah. So, absolutely, Flo. You're very welcome. Thank you, Kayla. Okay, is Mary trying to put negativity or send negative energy towards Flo? Put it in her life? Yes. The Magician came out. The answer is yes. Tell me more. sorry, I didn't mean to say that as in like, yes, it's a good thing, or, you know what I mean? But it's like, you are correct. You know what I mean? Like, you picked that up. Queen of Wands, the Magician with the Queen of Wands, and showing up in this question, yes. Yeah. Yeah, and I think that, I mean, obviously we know that Archangel Michael has got your back 100%, but we also have the Six of Wands coming out here. So I feel like, yeah, you don't necessarily need to... After calling on that, and I don't think you're too worried about it. I think you're probably pretty good about trusting the ability of the angels here to help cleanse your energy. Yeah. Yeah, it's almost like this person is trying to get you at a frequency or vibrational level so that they can come take something. Your energy, your gifts, your essence, with the Queen of Cups, right? It could be any of those things. Your intuition, your, you know, trying to get you in a certain vibration so that they can do that. Good job, Flo. Yeah, but you'll be all right. And I think you know that. But yeah, that's the reason behind it. Because you have, there's something within you that you possess that she wants. Your light, probably. You know what I mean? Your compassion and your love for life. They're working with an Emperor energy as well. I kind of saw that Three of Pentacles in the beginning, but I just, you know, but yeah, they're working with a masculine energy also. Good job, Flo. Hey, Christina. How are you? Ooh, 12:22. 12:22, 1 o'clock. Mirroring away. Which can be the most pleasant job and the most unpleasant job. Oh, I'm doing good. I'm feeling a little sleepy today. Like the energy is, it's not necessarily heavy, but it's like tired. But I'm pushing through that. I am gonna take a little nippy nap here once I'm done here. But I mean, otherwise we're doing good. We got rained out of Michael's game last night. That was crazy. So we're sitting there. Exactly, Marie. But we're sitting there. It's, you know, the game started at 6, and we had gotten into it. I think we were getting into the second inning, and all of us started noticing these clouds. They were going in different, you know, and we were under a tornado warning, but we were playing anyways. So there was, you know, some clouds that were coming, and they were going in different directions. And right as we're seeing these clouds, right, we're all looking up and we're like, that doesn't really look good, right? The boys are still playing. They're and all of a sudden the wind comes rushing in, and so we all just hurry up, grab our boys, and get home, which then it started pouring down, raining to where we couldn't really see in front of us while we were driving. And after it all calmed down, I went to the grocery store and found out that while we were watching those clouds do that, there was actually a funnel that had formed behind the high school, which was literally maybe 4 blocks away from us. Baseball size hail, holy cow. Yeah, it was crazy. I was like, what? Oh. But then, like once it was gone. And the sky did one of my favorite things where like it has, it reflects that pink color off the clouds. And so your whole reality like looks pink, right? Like, it was interesting. I couldn't imagine baseball size hail. No, that's crazy. Sure, Murray. You just want to know what you need to know? Ooh, you saw a rainbow? I went outside looking for it. I couldn't find a rainbow, but I found the pink sky. Was it a big one? Did you see like the full thing or what? You got that on Monday, Deborah? Yeah, crazy weather right now. Crazy weather. Sorry, excuse me, guys. Alright, what does Marie need to know? What does Marie need to know? Thank you. Okay, Marie, you are waiting for something to change. I can feel that. And it's like happening, but there's still like a little piece of you, a little small version of you that is juggling on whether or not something is real or not, or something you deserve something or not, or you know what I mean? There's like still a little indecisive energy, just kind of like, it's almost like I can feel just a little bit, just like right back here. So something is changing, Murray, but this like juggling energy is sending out like mixed waves into, the universe here, right? And it's like you're juggling this like 2 of Wands, 5 of Cups energy, right? 2 of Wands is like, sticking to the plan. It's also kind of giving a little bit of like magician vibes as far as like manifesting, right? Making a decision and knowing that you are the world and the world is you, or the universe, and that you have the ability to create it. Or it's like the other option is this 5 of Cups option, and nope, you're not good enough. The answer is no, right? So it's, again, I don't think that you're consciously doing this. I think that there's this version of you that still may be holding on to a little bit of what if, okay? But it is changing. There is a new beginning, a fresh start that's coming here, Marie. But I would definitely take a minute and take a second to just like look at that part of you that's like still juggling on like, it's like, I know, but do I? Right? Like, look at that part of you that's like, you know, because there's, most of you is like standing 10 toes down and you're like, I know I am in this shift, I am in this change, the world is changing around me because I've changed the world inside of me, like that type of thing, big or small, whatever it is. But there's still a part of you, is like another little voice that's like, but really, like, are we sure, you know? And yeah, I don't mean to, like, I'm not laughing at you because that voice plays in my head. I sometimes have that same little voice. So talk to her, Marie, because it's that little version that's maybe causing a little bit of delays. But again, I can't just, it's like I can tell you're kind of not necessarily waiting on a change, but expecting it. And you are correct for expecting it. And Knight of Wands here, though, it may come quick. You know? Is that helpful, my darling? Oh, my darling. Nebraska got hit last night. Good. Good, good, good. Oh, boy. Yeah, this weather is just not super friendly right now. But I trust that whatever, it's all part of the plan. You know what I mean? Like, literally all of it. Even the fact that my front driver's side tire has to be aired up every 3 or 4 days because it has a slow leak. No, it's not that bad. It's probably like once a week or every 2 weeks or something like that. But that was just a silly example. Oh, yeah, you're right. I do need to get some rest. I've been very busy the last, I don't know, what seems like 2 weeks in a row, which has been absolutely wonderful because I prefer it that way. Because, you know, idle hands are the devil's playground. But who put those curbs there? You know what I mean? They don't even belong. No, I'm joking. But anyways, guys, yeah, I think I might go take a nap. I am sleepy for sure. I could get a nice good one in before the kids get out of school. And Zyla, I guess, is going to a friend's house after school, so I don't have to pick her up right away. So that'll be cool. You're welcome. Thank you. Yeah, that's exactly what I was also thinking, Flo. That mediumship reading. I was like, oof. And then also, too, the one I did on Patreon, I think, kind of took quite a lot out of me as well. So, yeah, you're right. I do need to get some rest. I've been very busy the last, I don't know, what seems like 2 weeks in a row, which has been absolutely wonderful because I prefer it that way. Because, you know, idle hands are the devil's playground. But Yes, I shall rest. I shall take a little nippy nap. But listen, I had to see you guys. I love you guys so much, and I've been enjoying seeing you. You know, thank you for shifting and changing with me, especially on you know, now that I'm doing that sponsorship. One, I don't know if I'm allowed to talk about it. I think so, but they're having like a little contest. So, but also two, the more I use my sponsorship thing, the more that I can benefit, I guess. I don't necessarily get paid every time I use it. But, alright guys, nap time. It is nap time. So listen, I love you so much, all of you, dearly, from the depths of my soul. For many, many lifetimes, I know that I've loved all of you. Nice, Murray. I will be praying for you. Oh, gosh. Alright, guys, I love you. I'll see you later. Enjoy yourself. Also, get some rest, okay?